Hey guys, welcome back to my Doctor Who reactions, classic Doctor Who reactions. We finished the Daleks. It took a little while. We got there in the end. Do you know what was really interesting? When I put an average together of all the episodes, it ended up coming out lower than An Unearthly Child, which surprised me because An Unearthly Child came out as 7.25. The Daleks came out as a 6. Which really surprised me, actually. It had an amazing opening episode. Then the second, third, fourth, fifth episodes were okay. The sixth episode was really poor. I thought it was the worst episode yet. I thought it was worse than any of the, the Cave of Skulls and things like that. And then the final episode was a bit of a damp squib, really. It was a bit just like, yeah, it was alright. Because I know there's so much better to come. So I don't want to overrate it. So I'm going to give it a 6 overall, which I know is probably like, what's the word? It's like blasphemy to some people, isn't it? But yeah, my overall score, 6 out of 10 for the Daleks. So we're on to An Unearthly Child. I've seen it before. I've seen it on the beginning, the DVD. But it's a long time since I've seen it, and I just remember it being completely crazy. So I guess we will see if it's what I remember. See you on the other side. So expecting some weirdness. Reminds me of the end of episode 1, where they were all slumped. I like the music. It's creepy and sci-fi like at the same time.
I know you. Oh! Have you hurt your head? Oh, it's terribly. Well, let me look at it. Well, go on.
Both of them are behaving so weirdly. It's so strange. What are Barbara's trousers about?
You're working late tonight, Miss Wright. Dizzy.
They're acting like they're in a Pinter play.
Shouldn't we help him?
I can't take you back, Susan. I can't.
He's rambling.
Oh my god, it is so strange. It's stranger than I remembered.
Perhaps he did it.
Grandfather?
Did it before he cut his head open.
No, he wouldn't. They must have been forced open when we crashed.
Crashed?
No, the ship can't crash. It's impossible.
Like I said, it's a bit like a Harold
What's
Pinter
this?
play.
The
Or
coloured part is the ointment.
a David
You'll find
Lynch
the colour
film.
disappearing. It goes into the wound. When the bandage is
Like-
completely white, it means the wound is healed.
They are acting so detached from everything. It's so interesting.
No!
It is so
Fainted.
surreal. I feel like they're all committing to it in different ways. Like, I feel like William Russell
Anything happens.
is really committing in
Let
his
me know.
performance.
Well, what could happen?
But I feel like Jacqueline Hill is thinking, what
I don't know.
the heck is this script? I might be wrong, but that's what it comes across like. Ah!
What are you doing? You don't need that.
What a weird image. The shadows. Oh my god. Grab the scissors!
Something could have got into the ship.
No.
Well, the doors were open.
No, it's ridiculous. What do you mean? An animal or a man or something?
Yes.
But
It's not very logical, is it? I've been very patient with you, Miss Wright, and really, there's no more time for these absurd theories.
Probably a mechanical fault.
Yes, or electric. May even be the main unit. I don't know. I'm very worried about it all. Young man.
You know, the less said, the better, eh?
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Coming.
Oh my god.
Coming!
That's actually creepy. Oh no.
You're awake now. How are you feeling?
Stay away.
Susan, why don't you give me those scissors?
Oh
Give
my
them
god.
to me.
It's trippy.
I mean, how would anything get into the ship anyway?
The doors were open.
Yes, but where would it hide?
In one of us.
No. No.
Close the door, Susan!
I'll do it! Well, what's all that about?
Oh, don't you know? I thought you might be able to explain it.
Why, me?
Trying to confuse me, eh? You are. You sabotaged my ship.
What
I
are you
didn't even touch
talking
your
about?
ship.
That is strange.
You're the cause of this disaster. You tried to force me to return you to England.
Oh, don't be so stupid.
I know it. I'm sure of it.
How dare you? Do you realize, you stupid old man, that you'd have died in the cave of skulls if Ian hadn't made fire for you?
I...
And what about what we went through against the Daleks? Not just for us, but for you and Susan, too. And all because you tricked us into going down to the city.
But I...
Accuse us? You ought to go down on your hands and knees and thank us. Gratitude's the last thing you'll ever have, or any sort of common sense either.
Oh, that was a brilliant scene. I love the whole confrontation between Barbara and the Doctor. She's brilliant when she gets like that. Oh. I don't know if I trust him.
Miss Wright?
What's he giving them?
If it is night, we have no way of telling now.
I mean, your watch
I'm going to
stopped
bed.
working a few minutes ago. I think you have a rough idea what time it is.
I must drink. Rash action is worse than no action at all.
That's it, Doctor. Just
I
get
don't
pissed.
see anything rash in apologizing to Barbara.
It's that creepy music again. And the Doctor is acting really creepy. That was good. I really love that. So yeah, I really love that. I don't think it gets a particularly good rep from people, and I think it's really great, especially when you put it into the context, because you're trying to think back. Hang on, like this show's been running for about coming up for nearly 3 months, and the first month was this weird caveman world. Then there was like a couple of months of these weird sort of pepper pots, and then you have this episode where the four main protagonists are acting so weird. All four of them are acting so weird. I think it's just so disarming, and I think it's really cool. And that ending, like you don't even know. I think it's Ian, but I'm not sure. But it's so cool, and you're like, what's going on? I mean, imagine. I just imagine in the 60s being completely freaked out by that episode, and I still am. I think it's so well directed. Like there's bits where they're just so well placed on the screen. The acting, particularly in the first 5 minutes or so, is so weird that it's disarming. The music's really cool. I love the standoff between the Doctor and Barbara about 5 minutes before the end. And I just think it's really, really good fun. It's funny, isn't it, that this episode's called The Edge of Destruction and the next episode's called the brink of disaster. They're basically synonyms of one another as episode titles go. But yeah, I really liked it. I'm really looking forward to the next one. So that's a good episode for me. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too. And I will see you very soon. Bye.